Morning or afternoon, people, whenever you see this. Um, You'll have to excuse me. I've not long woke up. I went out last night, so I'm hanging. I'm like hanging off a washing line, you know what I mean? My mouth is drier than a nun's. Oh, I can't say that. An Arab flip flop, let's just say that. But good news, the hospital has said that my dad they've perked him up enough for him to actually do the chemo. So they're going to, sorry, I'm just making a quick cut pass. They're going to transport him to do the chemo. And happy days, hopefully. And apparently they're going to take him back to the ward afterwards. So it was a bit of relief because I was a bit worried that they're just going to perk him up and throw him out. And I thought he's just going to go straight downhill again if he goes home. You know. But I think they just keep telling him, oh, in a few days, just to stop him from freaking out, you know. But he's been brilliant since he's been in there. Absolutely brilliant. So, a bitch can't complain. He's been eating, he's been drinking loads of water, he's been doing everything he's supposed to. God, I can't wake up. So, yeah. He's doing good, which has obviously made me feel good. That's why I went out for a little while. Yeah, I went out to the local, it weren't nothing special, you know. But yeah, what was it mean? See, me and my mates, we were talking about like everything's a cycle, you know, like how you can live in a certain area and go about your business every day, do the same thing, and not bump into someone for like 5 years, 10 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, you see them again, and that's it. They're there. It's like, are we sort of, are we on different timelines? Every single one of us, you know, it's a possibility. But it's really strange. It's like it is. I'm learning. The more you think about things, the more it comes to you. Like my friend Lucy, she left a comment on here on one of my videos, and then she sent me a message saying like, yeah, that was me. And I was like, I thought so because of the name. I thought, what's the chances of it? Obviously, that's not her name anymore. She's married, so it doesn't matter. But what's the chances of there being another Lucy Greenaway, you know, and saying like you're the strongest person I've met? So I thought that's got to be her. And it got us talking again, and I don't even know where we went wrong. I don't. There was no big argument. There was no big falling out. It just we drifted apart. But me and her were so close. I remember she came and lived with me at Mumsy's house because she lived with her dad at the time, and her dad he did a certain job where he slept all day and then he was at work all night, and she didn't have the correct parental guidance. You know, I didn't either. So it was like, look, two halves, just make a whole. Come live with me, innit? I didn't even ask Mumsy. I was just like, Mother dear, Lucy's moving in. And Mum was like, yeah, no worries. Mum didn't see a problem with it, you know what I mean? Because it weren't like, I looked after myself, so it didn't matter, you know. But we did. I mean, she was a rebel when she was younger. I mean, she was saying, because I think what drifted us apart was the fact that she fell pregnant. I can't remember if she was 16, 17, maybe 16, I think she was. And she fell pregnant, and then obviously it was like, I think she still stayed at mine for a little bit until she really started showing. And I think it was not that, the pregnancy, it's like time for her to grow up. She's got a life now, you know what I mean? She's got a little girl. She was saying her daughter Harley, she's 21. I was blown away. I was like, no way. It's really been that long since I've seen you and spoke to you. And it's ironic that she left a supportive comment for me out of everyone, because obviously I put it in the beginning out on Facebook that I was starting a channel, you know what I mean? So there are subscribers that do know me personally, and I know that. So, you know, there will be people that will come out when I do say things that are the truth. People will come out and say that is the truth. Trust me, I know her. So, you know, but out of all the people that she left a comment, and I've been thinking about her because we were really really good friends, and we was naughty, but not in a bad way. Hey, what are you doing up there? You just want some attention? Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Cat, she wants attention. I can't. I ain't got the energy in me. I'm still like, if I run around this flat off, you know what I mean? Probably slip over the way I'm feeling. You know, a little bit delicate. But no, me and her was really, really good friends. And I think I went and saw her just after she had the baby, but I went one way, she went another way. But we're gonna meet up. Like, it's got us talking again, and she gave me permission to tell some stories, obviously, like from when we were younger, because I want to tell the story. Like, her dad or her family, I don't know whether it was her mums, her sisters, her dads, whatever it was, but she had keys to another house that was round the corner, and I was like, what? Like, you own it, ain't council, yeah. Like, your family owns it, and you can get to the keys. Bitch, what you doing? Go get them keys. And it was like, at first we got in there, and I was like, right, we'll just cotch. This will be our little cotch. We'll just cotch here. You know what I mean? We could, like, because we were young, want to bring mans back. I remember I was talking to someone called Craig. I ain't gonna say his last name. Lucy will know I'm talking about. And you'll even remember that night, Lucy, that we met them. We were going to that little. You remember that Clash FM party at that little hall? Yeah, where yeah, you know, girl, where Dexter and I can't even remember the DJ's names now. Yeah, and I met him, didn't we, in Tesco's, and they walked with us all the way down to the party, like to the hall. And I remember we was all there. There was loads of us, and we were just like, what are we doing here? This is like. And I remember him coming back. But basically, yeah, it all ties into that story. It's the same timeline. And I had this, like, I really liked him as well. He was gorgeous. To me, he was gorgeous. And he was the first person in a while that had given me that spark, that feeling like I wanted to go see them, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Make a bit of an effort, because after a certain relationship that I went through in the beginning, I just, it was abusive and that, and I was well young. I was like 13, he was 17. It was just toxic. It just taught me everything I needed to know. So I wasn't like falling in and out of love with everyone. So this is what I mean. I think I went that way with him, even though that didn't work out. And obviously she fell pregnant, so the universe divided us. But yeah, that was a crazy time. And we used to go to, yeah, that other guy's house. Who else was that? That next man that thought he was a DJ. He used to always have a decks going. He used to play that tune. Did I make it home tonight? Make one for you, baby. Listen, I'm terrible. I can't, you know what I mean? So don't even look at me to try and. I know that I ain't got no rhythm note, so. But yeah, it's crazy how the world works. And just, I truly was, out of everyone, I was thinking about Lucy. And like, hoped that she was all right and what she was up to. And it turns out that we only live like 5 minutes apart. We've moved, both moved from where we was as kids. I moved to the same area, literally like 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes away. So that's another synchronicity. It's madness. But yeah, I remember like I was like, bitch, get the keys to that yard. And we was in there. I think it was kept quiet for probably about 2 days, and then people started clocking. You know what I mean? All of us lot going in there, and like just our little crew, our mates. And then I remember it so vividly. We had people coming from all around areas, different areas, to come there to party and that. We had so many people in that place. It was like a two-bed house. It's crazy the stuff that we did. There was me like, keep it under wraps. Come on, girl, let's keep it just between me and you. Let's lose it as a cot. No, that weren't going to happen because soon as next friend found out, their next friend, their next friend, their next friend, and that was it. It got spread, and it's like, what? There's a yard. So, can't blame that. But we had some really good times, some proper fun. And I'm going to do them in some story times, because they're worth it. They're worth a story time. But that yard, yeah, and I remember I think it was our old man. We double locked the doors and he was banging on the door, let me in, Lucy, let me in. You know what I mean? And we were just like, shh, just be quiet and he'll go away. And I think even old Bill come round at one point. I swear they did. And we were just like, shh, shh, pretend we're not here. You know what I mean? And in the end, because look, Lucy was like me, we were rebels, but we still had hearts. You know what I mean? We still were like, oh, you know what I mean? This ain't really the right thing to do. Come on. You know what I mean? And we sort of was like, yeah, and we let it go. Because at first we were like, no, we're going to, like, riot team, we're going to stay in here. They ain't going to get us out. And then it was just like, no, this ain't the right thing to do, man. It's stressing her dad. You know what I mean? It was dramas for him. You know what I mean? We were forever causing dramas for her dad. It's like he even had to put a lock on the phone, like code on the phone, because he'd just rack up bills where we're ringing mans and things. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, man. They were the good old days. They were. I mean, that's where I met Clipper, Lucy. I remember that day that you remember we went and I met Clipper. You went there to see up someone else. And then that's a whole next story. That leads on to the kartings, you know what I mean? Like the story that I told you about. So there's so much to my life, you know. There's been so many times that I could have massively been in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I was smart enough. You know, I learned from the school of hard knocks. I learned from life. I didn't learn from school. And it takes a good 15, 20 years to shake that off before they realise that school ain't nothing. It didn't mean anything. It's just to waste your time and indoctrinate you. You know, as soon as you know there's other races of people and other creeds and religions that go to their own schools and get taught something different, you realise, hold on a minute, why are they getting taught some real knowledge and we're getting taught nothing? So, you know, we were both the same. Like, I think she was even in. No, I think she went. She was so bad that I think she had to go to some like different school to, you know what I mean, like for naughty girls or something. You know what I mean? It was a different kind of school. Because I mean, she had an attitude as well, old Lucy. But bless her, and now she said like her daughter that was 21 ain't no drama to her. She said, but her young one is. And do you know what? So's my niece. I swear, my niece. She don't like her dad. I can see it, and I'm like, see, I told you, I told you. But people, it has to happen, and I've learnt that. You know, you can't tell people things. You just have to let them experience it for themselves. and then they understand, you know. But she can't stand him. She gives him shit. She really does. It's funny. Whereas I'm blessed in that sense. It's not like that. But there are apparently there are. I spoke to my mum on the phone and I could hear them. I was like, what are they arguing about? And mum, oh, mum, my mum just laughs at it. She don't get involved. She's like, this is your karma. You know, this is what you get. But Saint or other about she wanted to get her hair cut at the hairdresser. She's like, I got split ends, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, listen, I think I know. I'm a girl, yeah. And he's trying to argue, you know what I mean? My mum was an hairdresser. My mum was a hairdresser, yeah, like in the 80s and 90s, and then became like the, the the hairdresser for all the kids in the area. My mum weren't no didn't have. My mum ran a bar, you know. At the end of the day, my mum owned it, like not owned, but practically owned a bar, you know, without owning it. She did everything, absolutely everything. Morning, noon, and night, that woman worked. I think it was just to get her out of the situation she was in. She didn't need to, but she chose to. So whatever. But that's another story yet again. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted like there's certain things, but I am gonna do a couple of proper story times where I sit down and I'll tell proper stories about what we got up to. Because kids don't do it. They're just different, and it is concerning me. You know, it's like my dad's generation's going, and it's like that's the last of the generation that remembers the world the way that I do. You know, ain't gonna be long. Ain't gonna be long, and it's gonna be one of them things. Before you know it, boom, and you're only gonna realise it afterwards. It's just the way that it is. You know. So please, parents, think about the screen time. Overall, it's worth going through the tantrums and getting through it than what it's doing. I mean, it's sad. But my dad, anyway, let me get off of that because I don't want to start going on to that subject. My dad, he's doing better. Um, he's definitely perked up. He's not going to be able to come home, I don't think. I just think that they're just telling him, oh, and we'll just get this done, and then another, you know, and we'll get this done, and so. But he's coherent, bit talkative, bit, you know, he's a lot more. There's no anger there now. So there was like a couple of people that wrote, it's just the illness talking, and I understand that now. So I'm just waiting to hear from him about how the chemo went. You know, they're transporting him to a different hospital to have the chemo. Don't ask me why. It's a smaller hospital that they're transporting him to, so I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. But what do I know? I'm just a mere stupid dumb mortal that knows nothing but observes everything. You know, you got two ears, one mouth. That means you should listen twice as hard as you speak. So, you know, it's just these are the things that I just, you know, I'm getting to the point where it's like, why am I trying to help people? People ain't interested. They don't want to know. They don't care. So I might as well just literally just, this is it, and talk about whatever I want to talk about, my life, or I go on, this is it. Boom. You know, and just do. I don't think the good that I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to splash it all over the internet because it is, no matter what you do, it is very envy driven and not envy, no, sorry, not envy driven, ego driven. You know, people, and I don't want that. That's why I haven't rushed to quickly sort my hair out, and I've got up, fucking wipe my eyes, been aware, and that's it. I just thought I'll get this done and out of the way. I don't care because it's not about looks, If you're here listening, it should be about what I'm saying, really, not about the way I look per se. Um, but I have been watching or researching, should I say, a few things, and there's a lot of stuff going on, people. I mean, look at that plane crash in Philly with a helicopter, a Black Hawk helicopter that Mark made a brilliant point that has to have two people. It is two people for the Black Hawk, isn't it? Is it? It has to have three people on board. So that either means that there was three people on board that completely nutty fucked up, or it was automated, which meant like a drone style, literally just put in where they can fly it, you know. What was the Black Hawk helicopter doing at that height? It shouldn't have been at that height. They're meant to be lower. So what's going on? Come on, people. All of a sudden planes are just dropping out of the sky. Could it be that AI might be getting angry? Could it be that AI is sending bugs? I mean, why has Belgium closed their airspace and so has America? Could it have something to do with the anti-gravitas, gravitas, gravacious, anti-gravacious, or whatever they call them, propelled drones over the east coast that's supposedly China? What about the AI and computing power that China has created with half the infrastructure and half the money? So that's down the toilet. There ain't no, so the stock market's effed with that because it was all going to be new tech, invest in AI for this, for that. China's just shown you can do it for half the money, half the infrastructure, half of everything, and done it better. So Nostradamus did say that this world in the future will be run by yellow-skinned people, and I think he was right. I mean, he got a lot of things right, a lot of things. So, people, seriously, a lot of stuff's been pre-programming, predictive programming in films. Where do you think they get these ideas from? Right down to such intricate details. There's so much I wish I could say, but I know that if I do, my channel will just get snatched instantly. So, and I want to use this more for a diary for my dad and just to see myself, the growth of myself through this. This is something to focus on to stop me going over the edge when my dad dies. That's the truth. That is. So I'm gonna go and jump in the shower and wake myself up a little bit because I feel minging. I really do. I don't normally drink either. That's the thing. But I wanted to celebrate a couple of things, and have some smiles instead of sadness all the time. So here it is. I don't think you'll ever see me looking any worse than this. So there we go. Right. I suppose I'll catch you guys later. Thank you ever so much for all the new subscribers. I know it seems a little bit all over the place at the moment, but there is a method to my madness. I'm just trying to bring people together and let's unite and let's really make a difference. The only way is to sort of, if people don't know, they don't know. You can't be angry at people for not knowing something that they just don't know. Conquer with love. That's my aim. This is not egotistical. It's not vanity driven in any way, shape, or form. What I'm doing, it's really, really not. I just really want people to start caring about each other again. Even if you don't care about me, care about the people close to you. It's not all about love me, I'll be kinder to me, you know. No, it's just please, if you don't take anything away from my videos, and even if you dislike me, just please be kinder to the people around you. That's all. You have to accept that the things that get on your nerves about people, that's just them, and you've got to love them for them. It's like, oh, I know that really gets on my nerves, but that's just them. They can't help it, bless them, you know, and it liberates you. It really does. It takes so much weight off your shoulders. Just try it out. Even if you try it out for a day. We need to get this planet vibrating like from us on a higher vibration. So this world opens up, and I say it in a sense of magical, because it's beautiful once you really know, and honestly, I'm going to bring a couple of things to show you why I feel the way that I feel, and then maybe people will understand a little bit better. There are people, I'm not going to do the work justice. I will literally I don't want to plagiarise, because I can't say it any better than certain people have already said it. So I think I'll obviously ask permission to be able to use it, but I'm pretty sure they won't mind me using it. And I'll bring it, and he's quick. He's not drawn out. He's like boom, 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 boom. So, and it's very easy to grasp onto. See that bit? Yeah. I just clipped it up. I just thought I woke up. I swear I had hair all over my face, everywhere. You know what I mean? I was just like, I do not care. I don't care. I am not letting vanity get the better of me. This channel is about my dad. So it is what it is, people. I look how I look, and as long as I don't look like it for too long, that's all. Really. Oh God. All right. So yeah, he's having chemo today, and they're going to take him back to the ward. So, and I'm feeling a lot better, a hell of a lot better, more optimistic, just more, yeah, a lot better. So I've got to thank certain peoples on here for their support, because even though they're just comments, it does make a difference. It makes me think, there is, even if there's a few that truly see what I'm trying to do and understand that I just want to conquer with love. Well, I don't, it's the wrong way to say, not conquer. I don't want to take anybody over. Just, you know, embrace people with love. There is no reason not to. And when somebody does something to you, you don't, that's why they say he who hasn't sinned cast the first stone. Just brush it off. And it's so hard for me to explain at this exact moment, but I will put it, I will put it together to make you understand why I feel the way I feel, and know that the way that we're living, and even down to the designer houses, energy doesn't flow in squares. It builds up in corners. That's why you use certain rooms in your house that feel different to other rooms. Yeah, that everything is by design, but just know that absolutely everything. This cup that I'm holding right now, this cup is just atoms vibrating. It's just that it's on a frequency that makes it a solid. Everything. And once you begin to realise that, when you're asleep is the same as when you're awake. It's just you have taste when you're awake. So it goes deep. It goes very, very deep. And there's a lot that I know. I've studied certain things for many, many years. But it freaks people out. People think you're like some dark fucking voodoo, and it's like, no, it's just learning about the universe and the power that human people have. Why? If I was bad, I wouldn't be trying to tell people, listen, you need to do this, and but I wouldn't be trying to say, look, if I can do this, then what you can do it, and you may be able to do it better than me. You know, it's not this. It's definitely not. Oh, I'm special. No, it's like right. If I can, then other people can. So people need to wake up. You know, like literally, when I was talking to my dad, we were talking about the Welsh side in my family. My nan and granddad, not my nan, I keep saying that. My nan, on my dad's mum, her mum and dad were from Wales. I can't remember the valley they were from, but we were literally talking. I was saying, isn't it weird where we've got the Cockney, like I've got double Cockney, and then I've got Scottish, and I've got Welsh, and then there's a little bit of Irish there. I was like, it's almost like England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. It's the whole lot, you know. I was talking, and out of nowhere, as I was talking about Wales, the Welsh bit, out of nowhere, this little like 4'8" woman popped out of nowhere, and she's like, "All right, have you got the lighter there?" I was like, "Oh, hello." I was like, "That's a bit random," and I thought, how mad. And we had a proper conversation, like for she just everything was coming out, and I'm like, why do people always do this to me? Like my dad was seeing it happen. I've explained to him, people just tell me their life story, everything. They just bleh, and he saw it, and she was lovely, she was. And it turns out, because I said to my dad, where was you know your nan and granddad from? And he said it begins with a B, I believe. And she went, oh, it's a valley over, you know. So it turns out that she lives the valley before, you know, just weird synchronicities that you wouldn't have even thought twice about, you know. It was just really, it was mental. Just popped out of it, just out of nowhere. It was like she just appeared. She was there and she gave me dad some supporting words, and she was like, make sure you're alright and all that, you know. Put her out, you know, it was almost like she was a little angel. Honestly, it really was. Like she popped out of nowhere and she, you know, sort of touched his arm and said, you know, you're going to be alright. If, you know, don't worry. And it was, and then and as quick as she was there, she was gone. It was just like, wow. But then if I didn't really know or notice or even think that them sort of things could happen, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But why, literally, when we're talking about Wales and my Welsh ancestry, she pops up, and she's not from Cardiff, not from it. She's from the valleys, you know, proper Welsh, like my nan's mum and dad was. So yeah, it's just random, but it was nice. It was a lovely little thing. But I'm gonna go because I'm probably boring people, and to be honest with you, I want to sit down and have a decent cup of rosy lee, and I think it's gonna be one of them lazy days today. All I'm gonna do is have a shower. The my house is clean, so you know I ain't got to worry about anything. What's going on out there? See, look. Oh, I don't know if I can flip this. No, can I? No, don't matter. I was just going to show you the gym. There's always people coming and going. It's quite interesting. People watch. You know how people what they're like when they go in versus what they're like when they come out. I want to say to him, you don't realise how much energy you're expelling out of yourself. Like, anyway, it doesn't matter. People don't get it. I'm weird, and I'll just stay weird. I love it. I love being weird. Love it. Love that for me. Do you know that? Fucking love it for me. So be good people. Be lucky. You know what I'm gonna say. Be kind to yourselves, and especially be kind to others. You never know what they're going through. You just never know. All right. And it's nice to be nice. What's wrong? It's so much harder to be mean. It's just some people it comes natural though, doesn't it? You know, I just find it more difficult. It has to be brought out of me. Someone has to bring it out of me. Do you know what I mean? I can't just go around hating for no reason. I just can't physically. My body won't. My body won't allow me. You know. So anyway, peace, love, and respect, people. And thank you so much. I think I'm at 108 now. So, you know, it's shown that people are hearing what I'm saying to a degree. Um, they just want to see a bit more proof, I think, and I think it's time for me to bring it. So, all right, people, peace, love, and respect. Much love. Ta-da.